Hey guys, this is Cory, and welcome to Reviewtube. So today I am going to talk about the second High School Musical movie, High School Musical 2, and this is part of the High School Musical trilogy series that I'm going to be talking about. So High School Musical 2 takes place pretty much at the end of the semester that the first film took place in, and it's now summertime. Troy gets a call from a country club that is owned by Sharpay's family to get a job there, and he accepts it on the condition that all of his, friends and stuff work there too. The country club accepts, and so everyone is working at this country club, including Gabriella, who he has been in a relationship with for several months now. Sharpay has other things on her mind, though. She basically wants to steal Troy from Gabriella and basically have him see her in a new light. So in order to do this, she gets Troy to accept kind of a higher rank and be kind of her personal caddy at this golf course. And, slowly, her father meets him and sees a lot of potential in him and introduces him to some college people to consider him for scholarships and stuff. And so Troy is excited and everything. He wants a scholarship to get to college, and from there his friends start feeling jealous and stuff because he wants that he's not spending a lot of time with them, that he's kind of shrugging him off and treating him kind of as a lower class and stuff, and so they get pissed off at him and eventually stop talking to him and everything, and there's a strain in the relationship with Gabriella because of it, and Ryan, Sharpay's brother, is shrugged off by his sister and is told, that he needs to find his own thing for this talent show that's going to take place with all the staff. And, because she wants to be with Troy. So he ends up meeting with the staff and becomes friends with them in a way and decides that, he's going to put on his own performance with everyone else. And, from there, there's conflicts and stuff, and Troy has to question, what exactly he wants. Does he want to stay true to his friends, or does he want to kind of sell his soul in a way to, become, I guess, famous or whatever. Not famous, but, go to college and, have that scholarship and everything. So he has to question, what values does he have? Which is more important to him. And, the first film was not as good as I remembered. There were a couple of songs that really worked and everything, and the choreography was pretty good. But, it was very, very hard to sit through. High School Musical 2, however, I felt was a little bit better than the first one. There's still some issues with it. Specifically, it does feel a little melodramatic. Sharpay's character is very over the top and very overbearing, and honestly annoying. There's some plot points and stuff that aren't surprises. Troy and Gabriella break up at one point, and then by the end of the film, they're back together. It's like any other, romantic thing out there. Most romantic things out there. I won't say everything. But I have to admit that this movie was a lot of fun. The music was a lot better in this one. Zac Efron's character is actually singing in this one. You can definitely tell, and it really works. He does a really good job. It does still feel a little too polished, but at the same time, I'm willing to forgive it as long as the music is either catchy or well done. And for the most part, a lot of it really was. There were a couple songs that didn't work for me, mainly the ones with Sharpay. Fabulous was really annoying, and I just did not like that song at all. And then the other one where they change up the duet with Sharpay and Troy, it wasn't very good, and I think that was the point. But um, yeah, there was a couple of songs that didn't work for me, but for the most part, the music was pretty good. Um, and I really liked the choreography. The choreography was a little bigger. It was timed very well. I really enjoyed that aspect of it. The characters seemed to be a little bit more, in place in this one. Um, I think everyone was starting to kind of come into their own. Uh, there are some better performances. I mean, they're still not great, but at the same time, they are improving a little bit. Um, I have to say, I mean, I did enjoy the sequel. It's not perfect, and it's certainly not like on the same caliber as something like Terminator 2 or um, The Dark Knight or something, where the sequel was better than the first. It's nowhere near that quality. It's far from it, but uh, for a sequel, it was very watchable, which that's all I can really ask for. The first one was hard to sit through, but the second one was a little more enjoyable, and therefore I'm going to give it a relatively decent score. Um, I'm probably going to give High School Musical 2 a 6.5 out of 10. Uh, the like I said, the music and the choreography were much better. So was the acting in places. The third act was a little hammy at times. Like it was not as strong as the first two acts, but it was still pretty decent. So that's my thoughts on it. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like, favorite, subscribe, friend us on Facebook, and have a good day. And I'll see you guys in the next one.